who they want to help and who they don't. Some people say they stand for kids, some people just doesn't. I want to start off. I am number 22 in the league. I do want everybody to not forget about that. I am pushing. I am pushing and I am pushing. I want to get off here in an hour and I want to be at number 10 at least. I want to kind of start off on like kind of where I started saying the vile things that I started saying. There's no excuse for some of the things I've said, to be honest with you. But I've came on this app and I was good to a lot of people. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you, baby. I wasn't good to a lot of people because they were not good to me. I didn't just come on here to be mean to people for no reason. I came on here, try to help people, try to be people's friend. And all I got in return is used, lied to, manipulated. Yeah, Betty, I'm sorry. That's how Rodeo Man is. You know what? I got your back. Let me call and ask her why. Okay? Hold on. We're going to make a phone call. Hold on. That's not very nice. Hold on. I wanted to talk about something serious. Holly, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much. I am number 22 in my league. So thank you. So let's call Rodeo Mom and get it out of the way real quick. Hold on. Hello, everybody.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
So, Rodeo Mom, I have some upset followers that has never said anything negative about you, has never did anything negative, does not speak on kids, does not speak negative in any type of way, and they are very upset that you just blocked them for no reason, Rodeo Man. So if you could please call me back and explain to me why you thought it was okay to block an innocent person, Tammy. Let's see who else. Tammy, Betty. That was very, very rude, Rodeo Mom. Very, very rude. So if you could call me back so we could talk about this situation, Rodeo Mom, I would greatly appreciate it. Barbie keeps sending me invites. And will you ask Barbie why she keeps sending Snoo my plant invites? We don't really fuck with her. They block everyone. But you know, you're that's not very kind of you to just block innocent people that have nothing to do with this, Rodeo Mom. Nothing. All they want to do, Rodeo Mom, is listen. There is nothing wrong with that. That's bullying, Rodeo Mom. That is bullying. I'm going to try to call you one more time after this. We're going to try to call back to back. I got you.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Well,
the person you're trying to reach is not available.
We'll try again. I got your back. I'm going to figure this out, okay? You guys should not be blocked if you're not doing anything wrong. That is mean. That is just mean. So I am 23 in my league, you guys. I am trying to push. I want to get number 10. But on another note, if you have it, you can help. Tap be here, keep the comments going. That all helps me. I appreciate it. Roses, Honey Pot coming in with the roses. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you so much. Bougie coming in with the roses. Yeah, this is how we do it. This is how we need 900 points to the next one. Hand hearts. Thank you, Bougie. Hey, girl. Hey. Toxic coming in with the fucking gifts. Thank you guys so much. But I want to explain something to you guys, right? I can be a mean person. I 100 check. I 100 check your snap. Yes, you guys. Yes. Push it. Thank you guys so much. I absolutely make your day. You guys absolutely make my day. Thank you, Kimmy, baby, for the heart puffs. Thank you so much. So nobody said Nicole is innocent here. Miss Bougie coming in with the tiny diner, the confetti, the heart puffs, Kimmy. Yes, Sherry. Kimmy coming in with the fucking and our Kimmy and Bougie coming in with the kisses. Just Christy. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Right? So, corn. Juicy. So I want you guys to understand I'm not been a perfect person on this. I have not been a perfect person. I will say that. But one thing that I have been on here is very consistent. I have been there for friends and people that I thought, Cole coming in with the confetti, Toxic coming in with the heart puffs. Thank you guys so fucking much. Thank you guys so much. Cole coming in with the kisses. Thank you. Kim, Tiny Danny. Rawr. I made a lot of mistakes in my life on this app. Cole coming in with the heart puffs. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. I made some mistakes on this app. The way that I've been brought up, I've had a really rough lifestyle. A really rough lifestyle to make me not care who I hurt if they're hurting me. Okay? To me, all gloves are off when you hurt me. I don't care if I come for whoever it is in your family. To me, I was raised to not care. I was raised to fight back and hurt however you can hurt. I am not perfect. I am far from perfect. But I do want to say, like, I've came a long ways. I ended up getting my lung issues where I can't breathe. I'm struggling with it pretty bad today. So I started really thinking into things like life is short. Be careful what you say. Be careful how you react to things, because some things could really hurt somebody. I'm not going to lie. There's been so many times that I used to be called names. I used to be called names, and that shit genuinely hurt me. Nowadays, it doesn't hurt me. And I'll tell you why it doesn't hurt me. I'll tell you exactly why it doesn't hurt me today. Because I've stuck through it, and I've dealt with it my entire life. People want to make fun of me because of my weight. My eyes crossed. I have a cross-eyed. I had multiple surgeries when I was young, laser surgeries, just to have my eye go a little bit straight because I looked crazy. I always grew up hating the way I looked. Not just the weight, but because of my eye crossing, and there was nothing that they could do about it. I also grew up with an amazing mom that had a drug problem. I had an amazing mom that just had a drug problem. Now, my mother is sober. But my mother went through a lot. My mother depended on men. And it didn't matter what kind of man. My mother just wanted a man that would take care of her and control her in the worst ways. My mother got abused. At least every week, my mom had a broken bone. At least every week. My mom's got her neck broke by a couple times by a man that she loved and married and trusted. Hi, RT's a scammer. And I'm not telling this for anybody to feel sorry for me. And I want to make that very, very clear. I just want to make it very clear that I have grown up with a very hard life. And that's what's made me heartless, okay? That's what made me heartless. My mom used to get beat every single day of her life. And finally, one day, my mom decided she was going to protect herself. And she protected herself and ended up taking her husband's life. So I lost my mother. She went to prison. Thank you. Hello, everybody. I am number 23 in the rankings for my league. I am pushing. So, anyways, when that happened with my mother, it was self-defense. This is a man that broke her neck twice and probably broke over 100 bones in her body multiple times. She stuck around. She was scared to leave. One day she took it in her own hands to protect herself, and it only took one time for her to protect herself, and it ended that man's life. It ended his life. That man had 2 daughters that were twins that were my age. They lost their father. But I gained my mother. My mother almost lost her life multiple times from this man. So when this happened, I was very protective. I didn't trust any man. And I was very protective over my mother, but it changed my mother. My mother got clean. She was a heroin addict. She very much got clean. She changed her entire life, but it changed my mother. My mom used to be a very, very good mother. A very good mother. She just made poor decisions of men in her life, as a lot of us do. As a lot of us do. I don't talk about this because it is hurtful. But my mother lived. And I could be more grateful for that. But it changed my mom. It changed our relationship. My mom ended up only spending a couple years. I went to a foster home that ended up was the worst thing in my entire life besides what happened with my mother and that husband. That foster home, that foster father that adopted me ended up raping me and my two sisters. And that went on for a few years until he got caught. So I literally have grown up hating life, and I still do. I still do. After my mom took that man's life for protecting herself, she's never been the same. Which I understand to a certain extent, because something like that changes somebody. She can never live with herself for doing that. It would have been her, though, had she not did that. She almost lost her life multiple times with that man. But she changed. Like that loving, outgoing mom that did her best, especially after she got sober. She changed. Like everything about her was different. And I get it. I get it. And so we started having little arguments here and there and disagreements. But as me and her tried to gain our relationship back, this man that she was married to had twins that were my age. They were harassing my mother. They were threatening to take my mother's life. And I get it, they're angry because they lost their father. And I try to understand. But what I'll never understand is maybe you should be angry at your father for the things that you witnessed your father doing to my mother all the time. But they didn't care. They're hurt. They lost their dad. And I try to understand it, but they would stalk my mother. They would threaten my mother as they became adults. Their aunts would do it. My mom couldn't leave anywhere without being stalked. How one time we went to the casino and their whole family posseed up and went to the casino my mom was going to. My mom liked to play bingo. And I'm glad I was there. That was the day that the stalking ended, though. The twins, they were adults by then. They ganged up on my mom in the middle of the casino parking lot, and they tried jumping my mother. Well, I jumped in, and I absolutely ended up getting charges for it. One thing I'll always do, no matter how much my mother changed, you're never going to hurt my mother in the sight of my eye. When they knew, they witnessed what their father did to my mother. After that day, nobody's messed with my mother. But that was very traumatizing for my mom to wonder what's going to happen to her because of their anger. But I protected my mother, but she's still not the same. I still have easy fights with my mom because once you take somebody's life, that's going to change you. Even though you were trying to protect your own life, that's still going to change you. But I always love my fucking mom. I always love my mom. And if somebody messed with my mother today, even though we don't see eye to eye all the time, I would do the same again. I would do the same again. I went through a lot throughout my life. So with that being said, I'll be honest with you. I grew up very, my mom's husband, he was of another color. I grew up thinking, okay, well, this color is not a good color. This is bad. I can't like these people. But I snapped out of it because I ended up loving the people that I used to hang around. Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you so much. And I grew out of that too. I literally was like, it's not about the color, it's about the man that tried to take my mom's life. And it's not the kids' fault that were my same age. So I had to learn that it's not about the race that happened. It happens in any race. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much, baby. I am pushing. I appreciate that. It's not about that. It's about, you have issues in every race. So for a while, my grandfather absolutely put it in my head that it's normal to be racist after that happened to my mom. Because look what happened. I'm not racist. Thank you so much, baby. I am far from racist. I am excited that I did not let my grandfather influence me. And I'll tell you what. Thank you, Tara and Kelly. Thank you, baby. Thank you, guys. I'll tell you guys what. I have biracial kids, and I am proud that I have biracial kids. But I'm not going to lie. There, for about a year, I thought that I couldn't like these. Thank you, Spicy Susie. Thank you, Kelly, baby. I thought that, okay, well, I can't like this race because of what they did to my mom. But I overcame that, and I overcame it pretty fast, to be honest with you. My mom deals with that every single day of her life. She struggles with it, honey pot. Thank you, baby. She struggles with it every single day of her life. Still today. Our relationships aren't perfect, but I love my mom. And if my mom, cat baby, thank you. And if my mom came here today, I'll let somebody in the boxes in a little bit. I want to get this out. If my mom came here today, I'm going to love my mom, and I'm going to show my mom off, and I'm going to be proud she's my mother, because without my mother, I wouldn't be here. I miss my mom. Sorry, I'm not trying to cry. I miss who she used to be. But over the years, I got to understand, once you hurt somebody and you take their life, no matter if it was an accident or not, it changes you. I went through hell when my mom had to go spend a couple years in prison. I went to a foster home. Me and my sisters ended up being raped by our foster father. This will be the only time I tell my story ever again. But I want people to understand why I am so hateful, I have so many reasons to be so hateful. Like, you trust the foster care to take care of you
when your family can't. I got beat, I got molested, we all went through it. And for a while there, I blamed my mother. Like, why did you have to do that? Like, why did you not just take care of us and leave? But I also remember he wouldn't let her leave. He would never let her leave. She would get beat. Okay? She would definitely get beat. So with that being said, I tried to understand over the years went on. I tried to. I still don't have the best relationship with my mother because I still, deep down inside, will never understand why she couldn't come save us. But I love my mom with everything in me. And I don't care that Reddit sees this. I don't care if you guys make fun of it. I've been through hell in my life. My entire life. I ended up growing up a little bit more and ended up getting high. I ended up doing the rugs, okay? I felt numb. I didn't have to think about things. I did not have to think about things. All I had to do is go get whatever made me feel better at that time. But at that time, I also had children. At that time, I was so excited to actually have my own kids. I was a very, very hands-on, wonderful mother. But there was something missing, and I just couldn't figure it out. I was still hurting from all my past. So I had a surgery on my arm, on my elbow, and I ended up getting Vicodin. And then it turned into something stronger for a while. And that helped ease the pain. I still was a very hands-on mother. I never gave my kids away, ever. People are on this internet saying I gave my kids away or I lost my kids. What I did was tell my husband at that time, after 2 years almost, that I am an addict. And because of his religion, he snapped on me and just looked at me like I was the lowest piece of shit ever. And I don't need anybody's sympathy, I promise you that. I wanted help. That's why I came to him and I told him what was going on with me. He never knew that I was getting high off the meds I was being prescribed. He never knew it. He never paid attention enough to know it. But when I said I want to be done, I said it to him and he flipped out on me. He put his hands on me. He told me I was the worst mother in the world. And I was. Because I was never sober. Yes, I still played with my kids. I had water balloon fights with the neighborhood. I still did all that. But I was high. And there would be some days that I'd run out of my medication and wouldn't feel good and I couldn't be the best mother I needed to be. So when I went to him and I told him, I need to stop, I got judged for it. I got shunned from his family for it. So what I did was walk away from him. In the meantime, his family did not like him having kids with a white person. So I was dealing with all that too. I was dealing with racist grandparents. Like, I dealt with a lot in my life, and I don't need people's sympathy. I just want people to understand why I am so hateful sometimes. I left my children with their father. And I said to him, when I can get sober, I will be the best mother I can be. But I cannot do it here because he is so, they frown upon anybody that gets addicted to anything. He was so disappointed in me, and instead of him saying, I'm glad you told me, he never knew. I came to him and told him. I could have spent $10,000 in a week on extra shit, and he never knew. We were financially stable. It didn't matter. But he made it very ugly because his parents already did not want him with somebody that had him to have any children that were biracial. They wanted his race. I got out of it. I ended up getting clean. I ended up being the mother I could be. You guys sit there and tell my story. I wasn't out of my kid's life for the rest of their life. When I found out, yes, it took me almost 2 years to get sober. I fought for it. I did it on my own. I did it on my own. I didn't go get help. I didn't believe in counseling. I did it all on my own. But the hate that I held for my mother for using and putting me in a position, the hate that I held for, other people in my life that hurt me, the hate that I held for my foster father that did that to me, that was all built up. And I still hold hate. I still hold hate. Because I feel like I lost out on my kids' lives when they were younger. I feel like, and it's nobody's fault but my own. I should have been stronger. I have everybody coming on here telling me my story, and nobody knows my story. Nobody. But this is why I just don't care. This is why I don't care if you come for me and you come for mine. My outlook is I'll come for you and I'll come for yours and I'll top it 20 times worse. This is why that I literally have sat there and didn't care about speaking on anybody's children. Because on this app, my children has been spoke on non-stop. Grow Queen has spoken on my children non-stop. May. Now James, the one man that I trusted with everything I love on here, has spoken on my stories and my situation non-stop. The whole point of this, though, is to tell you I raised myself. I got out of that situation. I left my foster mom when I was getting fucking great. I left that house at 15 years old. I was almost 16. I came down to my grandfather that I love so much. And I ended up getting a job at Arby's. And ended up working for cash for my grandfather, Daniel. I worked 2 jobs. I got my life together. Was I perfect? No. But I was involved in my kid's life. As much as they allowed me in my kid's life, I was involved. So this is why I'm so hateful. And is it an excuse to take it out on everybody else? Absolutely not. And I'm working on that. But when you use something that hurts me so bad, there ain't a soul on this app that can tell me that I can't talk about you and yours. You guys cannot tell me how I can top your disrespect. I don't care who you are. Thank you for the gifts. Yo, I trusted James with everything in me, and he turned on me. Yeah, that shit hurts. That shit hurts. I told that man more than anybody on this app. I look forward from his good morning text. I look forward. But I'll tell you what, James. You hurt me. And my response is to hurt you back. You just slipped up, James. I will hurt you back, and I stand on that. I already did it. Stop fucking with me and then crying when it's all fucking something that you did to me. I've been so loyal to so many people on this app, and because they don't like somebody not doing what they want me to, they turn on me. I'll tell you what, I don't trust nobody anymore. I don't trust nobody anymore. What kind of man that sat there every day, James, every day would talk about, I love Nicole, she's loyal, and I'll only love Nicole. And then because he's not getting enough attention, he's talking shit. Sassy, you can talk about my parenting. Corey, you can talk about my parenting. Brittany, you can talk about everybody's parenting. You guys can all talk about me. But I'll tell you what. At least I'm not hiding what I've been through. I'm not hiding what I've been through, but I'm going to make it very loud and clear. Nobody on this app is going to tell me how I'm going to top somebody's disrespect anymore. Not a soul on this app is going to tell me it anymore. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want, and if you don't support me, block me. Block me. James, I never wanted to come for you. I wanted to understand why. But baby, I already came for you. You slipped up. You slipped up. Like I said you would. All I wanted was you to stop and stay sober for your babies. Like, I'm tired of letting people in and hurting me. And then I'm supposed to not have a reaction. You know, I got motherfuckers that want to team up against me. They don't care what other people did. They don't care what other people did. All they care is what Nicole did. I am their topic. Every day these fuckers go live, they talk about me. They got something to say about me. Because if they didn't have me, they would have no content whatsoever. I have a big heart. I have a big heart. Somebody is on this app and they say, well, this person's got a birthday, but I can't help them. Who's there to help them? Me. Nobody notices the good things that I do for people. Nobody. In Reddit, you can post this all over the fucking... But I'll tell you what, none of you been through the hell I've been through in my life. You can judge me all you want because you don't like me. I don't care. What I care about is the people that I care about on here that end up turning on me. They turn on me. I never did James dirty. James got too deep into the drugs and alcohol. I started walking away from James for a reason. Thank you for the gift. I would never... James' brother was threatening to take his life. He already has. James, did you forget about that, though? Did you forget about that, James? Who stopped it? Me. Who got him caught up and got him caught with the weapons so that he can't come do that to you? Me. Who was there for you every time you cried about your mom not caring about you? Me. Who was there for you every time you cried about not having anybody? Me. But you forget that, don't you, James? I did not expect to go and break down, but you know, how long do I hold something in and act like I don't care? Because I really do. I am the vile person I am because I've been through so fucking much. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much, you guys. I've been through so fucking much. And I don't need your guys' sympathy, especially people that I don't fuck with. But I want you guys to understand something. I am not perfect. I have said things that I do absolutely regret. And if you can't take that for what it is, then I don't know what to tell you. The people in my chat that show up for me every single day, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. If I didn't have you, I would be alone. I'm always home alone. Always home alone. So when I see you guys laughing with me and joking with me, I appreciate you guys. Girl Queen, you'll never change. I literally tried to help Girl Queen change. But she didn't want to take anybody's advice. She wanted to just worry about her image on TikTok. And I don't care about my image on TikTok. I have proven that. I have proven that. I wouldn't care if I said something and 80 people walked away from me. I would be a little hurt because some people I genuinely care about in my chat. You guys can host live after live. This live will be recorded and replayed because I'm crying and I don't care. I love the attention. But just ask yourself, what does it look like you playing somebody that's talking about their life as a child? What do you look like? You are a lowlife. Corey, you got a lot of nerve talking on anybody. You live in your mom's basement. You haven't worked for fucking forever. You are a bum. Blonde Barbie, you fucking nod out all the time. And you always want to pop up in people's business. Girl, go get sober. Go get fucking sober. I don't care who likes me. I love who loves me. And I'm not here to make anybody like me. If you like me, I appreciate it. If you like me, I fuck with you. I like y'all to support me. That'll never change. Thank you. But real life, this happened with my mother years ago. And I still ask myself, what did I do to deserve to lose my mother? What did I do to deserve to lose her? And get put in a home where I got beat, where I got raped. For not just a short period of time, for years. And James and May, for you to tell me that I've never been through that, shame on you. Shame on you. You guys can get a hold of people that I don't associate. I haven't talked to my stepmother since the last time, my foster mother, since the last time she put her hands on me. I see her in stores every now and then, and I won't even look at her. Because if I look at her, I'm going to put my hands on her. Ain't nobody know the lifestyle that I've been through. And I don't need your guys' sympathy, but I want you guys to know something. That is why I'm vile. Why should I care when nobody did my entire life? Nobody did my entire fucking life. We had adults that seen us. We owned restaurants. They seen the nasty shit. Those workers seen. Half of them seen what was going on. And because they needed a job, they turned a blind eye. That's the world we live in. So when I feel like a child is being neglected, you bet your ass I get on that shit. And I don't care who doesn't believe in CPS calling. If I believe a child is in harm, I will never close my eyes and turn a blind eye. I will always turn it in because you don't know how bad I wish somebody did for us. Hold on a minute, please. I don't wish anything that's happened to me on anybody. And if you see anybody going through it as a child, don't hesitate to call for help for them. Because you don't know how bad me and my sister wish somebody did that for us. If you are just trying to call CPS just because you're mad at somebody, that's totally different. That's totally different. That's totally different. But if you real life see people that is putting their children in danger, call. Don't hesitate to call. Because you could be that one person that saves that child's life. You could be that one person that saves 3 kids' life. Because as a matter of fact, it was happened to 3 of us. It was happened to me, Heather, and Tammy. Cammy has passed away. That's another thing that I literally grieve with every day. She hated her life, bro. She hated her life. She started using at a very young age. She hated it. She hoped every day that her life would end. And finally, one day, it only took that one hit off of heroin, and she passed away. So yes, is she at peace now? Yes, absolutely. Her journals said it every single day she wrote in that thing that she wanted it all to end. Honestly, I don't care what anybody on this app thinks of me. I will never care what anybody on this app thinks of me. I'm not here to make you like me. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care how you don't like the things that come out of my mouth. I'm me. I am my own person, and I won't change that for fucking nobody. You think that you can make friends on here and you tell them secrets of your life, and then when they get mad, they go and run their mouth about it and they make jokes about it. That's one thing I'll never do to somebody. I'll never hurt somebody that way. So the reason for me to bring up somebody's kids is because I know a good mother, you bring up their kids, I know that's what's going to hurt them. But I'm working on that. Stop lying and saying I'm speaking on somebody's parenting and saying that I'm speaking on their kids, because I'm not. If I wanted to, nobody's going to stop me, and I mean nobody. Not a fucking soul. And what I said about Grow, you are the worst parent. I really hoped when we were okay again, never friends again, I said it to you. I really hope that you really got your lifestyle together for you and yours. I truly hope that I could help in some type of way. I used to tell her, because I used to be in group calls, you're spending more time with your babies. I love seeing that. You're not always in your car. But she forgets all that, right, Grow? Right? Yeah, they like to make fun of everybody, but look at them. They like to come for everybody, but look at them. At the end of the day, I'm not even going to keep that up there, right? I'm not. Because I literally just spoke. Here's a picture. That's my daughter when she was younger. That's my baby, Selena, when she was younger. That's my baby. That's what I made, right? That's her today. She'll be April 30th. She'll be 18. April 30th, she'll be 18. May stalks her. And so has other people on this internet. Like Brittany Ann Official. I thought kids were off limits, right? But, I did go for Brittany Ann Official's kids. But she went after everybody else's kids in my family. My kids and I have been working on a relationship for a long time. I don't owe anybody anything. What I do know, though, is we're in a better spot. We're in a fucking better spot. We're in a better fucking spot. And the reason why I put this up is I'm not done with you, Blonde Barbie. You haven't gave Tish the apology that she deserves. But I also want to speak on something else. You know, I've been going hard. I've been getting a lot of love and support from Tish, but I also been going hard for Tish too. But I am tired of people going in boxes and being allowed to bash me for fucking it forever before I can even get a box. I'm tired of it all being Nicole. I'm tired. I own myself on this app. If they don't come with 100% receipts, kick them out of the fucking live. I got an accusation. Nicole said that she was going to circumcise a child with her mouth, and that was never me. It was Mac. But that accusation went in front of 500-600 people multiple times before it was cleared up. So how many people run with that accusation? How many people ran with that accusation? I get so much shit. I don't care. I'll own what I say and I'll own what I do. But one thing is for sure, you keep poking at me, and I don't care who I piss off. I do what I want because I'm my own fucking person on this app. The more accusations that are allowed to go on about me from the people that I thought would shut it down, the more accusations that go on about me, man, I will do the same. I match energy. I would never talk like that on a child. I have spoke on children. I absolutely have. Grow Queen, I want you to hear this again. I do not apologize for anything I said to you and yours because it was the truth. I will never apologize for the truth. Grow Queen, I will never correct somebody asking a comment in my live. They weren't speaking negative on your child. They had a question. None of you guys own what I do on my platform. I own what I do on my fucking platform. I like Tish. You know, sometimes I just wonder, like, where we really are, though. Like, me and Tish will laugh, chop it up on group calls, and talk about what it really needs to be. And I've stood on my word, but when do the allegations stop being put on me? And Brittany, I seen you coming in here. Brittany, you hated me for what I said about your child. What you absolutely should have. But why is it okay that Savage or Sassy gets to do all of that? That's not okay, Brittany. You wouldn't want Sassy getting mad at you and saying all that stuff about you. Don't be a hypocrite, girl. You're better than that. You're smarter than that. She's doing it on purpose, being disgusting. Everybody wanted to jump on me. I'm this horrible person for saying all these horrible things. And then the second that I try my hardest to stop, and I stop, I'm still getting bashed. And that's okay. You guys don't have to like me. None of you do. None of you do. but I try my hardest. I don't owe anybody anything on here. I don't owe anybody anything. I never have owed anybody anything. Everything is Nicole, 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 Nicole. Where is everybody else's accountability? Where? And we're supposed to stop certain things from happening in our lives, but in the meantime, you're in the comments supporting Sassy talking shit on kids. You can't tell me that's a victim's response. She's doing it out of spite, bro. And I went at Brittany, and I used to be friends with Brittany. I used to love being Brittany. I thought she was somebody that listened to me, heard me out. We had the same motives and same what we wanted to do. We laughed together. And then something came up. Where again, I was all in the wrong and nobody else is in the wrong. And then we went our separate ways. But we do come to an understanding now where it's civil. But I remember Brittany holding me responsible for things that I've said and done wrong. When do you hold Sassy responsible, Brittany? You can't make excuses for her behavior. You can't. Because there's no excuses. None. Not one excuse. She wants to be despiteful. She wants to be a pick-me. In all reality, she's a fucking nobody. She cries, and let me explain to you something. She keeps going around and saying that Savage posted her children, which is a lie. None of you have proven that. She never posted her children. It was the other one that she flashed her picture. That's why I don't understand why you're just stay out of it, Brittany. Just stay the fuck out of it. Let Sassy stand on her 10 toes at what she's doing. Just like I had to stand. I had no support. I was standing on all my 10 toes after all the nasty shit I said. I had nobody. I had fucking nobody. And then I proved to everybody that I'm not this horrible person. Now I have support. Like, I legit should not. My fucking hate for the world and what I've been through, I should never, ever, ever take it out on innocent kids. And I've been trying my hardest to stop. I went to you, Brittany. I apologized one by one with you, but I see you bringing it up with Tish when it comes to Sassy. Like, come on now, Brittany. You know I apologized and I meant it. I meant that shit. If I don't mean it, I'm not gonna say it. You know I'm a crazy fucking person. I don't need attention. I don't need it. What I need is people to understand is nobody is perfect on this app. We all say and do things. Stop pointing it all on me. I'm getting blamed for every fake account there is when I barely make fake accounts anymore. Sassy is just having fun with it now. She's just as bad as Mac. She's just as bad. There is no excuse for it. She's just as bad as Mac. Just like I was. I might not have said anything about going and doing anything to a kid like the way he did, which I never would. But I damn sure was accused by Sassy, Corey, that I was going to circumcise a child with my mouth. I would never say that. Ever. Ever. And then when they played the recording, it was Mac. They all looked stupid. I think the fake accounts are MJ too. I absolutely do. He's going around trying to stir the shit and make it look like me. Because that's what MJ does. That's what MJ does. I just want everybody to know I am not perfect. Nor do I claim to be perfect. And I might say some crazy off the wall shit. But I am trying. I'm trying. I like to be funny. I like to have fun. If I affect you personally, message me. I'm willing to have a conversation with you. I'm not that evil person. I love y'all. I'm going to come back on a little bit though.